Alisha and her husband were your typical Singaporeans. They worked hard during the week and let their hair down on the weekends. However, one Saturday night in 2004, their lives changed forever within the span of a few hours. On their way home that night from a party, they met with a head-on collision with another vehicle. Alisha and her husband survived, but their friend, who was in the car with them, died on the spot.
I'd go through an emotional wreck. I'd be an emotional wreck, and I find myself crying uncontrollably.
After the accident, Alisha suffered 4 years of hell before she approached professional help.
I realized that my temper was, much quicker. I couldn't control my emotions very much. And
what other symptoms did you have that you felt, okay, you needed help, this is it?
Yeah, for one, I was losing sleep a lot. Because for me, I'm a fairly visual person, and I try and reflect just prior to sleep at nights. So that's when all the emotions, whatever that you try and keep back whilst you're doing the responsible things in the day, the mundane, daily life that goes on, you tend to sort of push it back, but it comes out before sleep, and that's when I lose a lot of my sleep because I can't fall asleep. Because I keep thinking about it over and over again, and especially towards the anniversary of our friend's death, the accident itself, it would get really hard. There are days that I would go without sleep, and that really affected my daily life.
And just as the going seemed to get worse, help came Alisha's way.
Lawyer had actually suggested that I seek help if I still had, because whenever I talked to him about the case, I would cry. So every time it became a session with a lawyer, it became a session with a psychiatrist, So he said, look, maybe you should try seeing somebody about this, maybe you can just talk it out and see if you have a problem. And it was true, I did have a problem. I just thought, why not try and take on this advice from a professional, a lawyer nonetheless, but still it was advice. And because it was 4 years after the accident, I guess I was ready to take on advice. I was ready to take on the challenge, so-called, to make myself better in the long run.
Seeking professional help enabled Alisha to come to terms with the accident.
I finally got the diagnosis from my doctor that it was actually post-traumatic stress disorder. So once I got that diagnosis, it was easy to accept that I had a problem. So the first step for me was to actually see a doctor.
Post-traumatic stress disorder is a condition triggered by traumatic experiences.
Almost all the patients that have been admitted because of traumatic injuries. So that would include people with road traffic accidents, industrial accidents, or people who have been assaulted.
Alisha sought treatment for PTSD for about a year, which involved talking about the accident and coming to terms with it, bringing up past positive experiences and learning from them, and just simply not blaming herself and moving on. And that gave her a new lease of life. At the same time, Alisha also wanted to reach out to her friend's family to help them in coping with the loss. In the next clip, Alisha tells Razor TV about another miracle, her baby boy.